All right, so everyone requests me to do this review on this Jet Li movie called Unleashed from 2005. But in France, it's called Danny the Dog. And we all know the reason why this name Unleashed is better than Danny the Dog. Because what kind of name of a movie is Danny the Dog? That's a stupid fucking name for a movie. Well, we all know the reason why that was originally called Danny the Dog. But I think Unleashed is a better title for this movie instead of Danny the Dog. It's fucking sounds stupid. It's not like a third grader came up with that title. I'm glad they changed it to Unleashed in America. So, this came out in 2005. It stars Jet Li, Morgan Freeman, Bob Hoskins. That's only really the main, actors that we all know. Because everyone else in here is a bunch of fucking nobodies. Because I don't know who these other fucking people are. I don't know who the fuck is Carrie Condon is. I mean, I know who she is. I know who her character is in this movie. She's the Morgan Freeman's daughter in this movie. But I don't know her as an actress. I don't know who the fuck she's been in other stuff. No, I don't know these other fucking... okay, Better Call Saul. Oh, God, that ending of that show sucked. But I don't know who she was in Better Call Saul, so... Her face does look familiar. Carrie Condon. Anyways, Bob Hoskins. Okay, so we all know Bob Hoskins from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We all know that. But the thing is, after that movie, I mean, what else has he been besides that? I mean, has he been like other shit besides that? Oh yeah, Super Mario Brothers movie, Hooked. I'm not really crazy about Hook that much, I'm not big in that movie. I think that it's not for me. Definitely not for me. What was like the fucking pirate or something? I think. I don't know. I forgot who this fucking character was in that movie. I didn't really give a shit about Hook. Same with Super Mario Brothers movie. That shit was terrible too. All right, look, you got the right cast in there. You got fucking Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Great casting, but the story sucks balls and is laughable. Because these people did not know how to come up with a fucking Mario Brothers movie. I don't know what the fuck are they thinking. Mario, Luigi, Mario. What the fuck kind of fucking stupid bullshit retarded names are that? It's a laughing stock. Like they did not fucking care about making that movie. Just like with that Dragon Ball Evolution movie. Same shit. Same fucking shit. But after like the 90s, he kind of disappeared kind of. I mean, yeah, after the 90s, he got movies like Enemy at the Gates, but what else besides that is, noticeable and people know about? Because I feel like his career after that movie kind of declined, because it kind of went down a little bit, because I never heard of any of these other movies. Like, I know what Last Orders is, but it says he was nominated for something, I guess. Well, there's like these other movies, like I said. I don't know what Den of Lions is. I don't know what that Vanity Fair horse shit movie. I mean, Son of the Mask, that shit was garbage. Just like fucking Super Mario Brothers. So yeah, basically have two garbage movies in his resume. And that's sad because he's a really good actor. He's just a lot of fucking shit movies. Garfield Tale of Two Kitties. He voiced one of the characters. I think he voiced that fucking dog. I think Winston was the bulldog or something. And Garfield kept throwing a bunch of insults at him or something. But yeah, I do definitely think his career definitely declined after Enemy at the Gates, definitely. Because these movies are just not memorable only for guilty pleasures like Garfield Tale of Two Kitties or Son of a Bitch. I mean, Son of the Mask. Those are basically it. Those are only two fucking movies that that people know because they're crap. And not masterpieces. But let's go back to Unleashed. So, a lot of people don't know this movie. I heard of it before. I just never got any chance to actually watch it because I just didn't really care about watching it before. But one day I decided to put it in the poll to see what votes for it, and people voted for it. Well, in the first round, people mostly voted for Babylon AD. But the poll was too close. Unleashed and Babylon AD was like way too close to each other, so I had to do a round two. And somehow Unleashed blew it out of the water. So, but like I said, a lot of people don't know this movie like they do with Cradle to the Grave or Fist of Legend. A lot of people don't know about this movie. Unless you're like a big Jet Li fan, you probably know what Unleashed is. So basically, the movie is basically about Jet Li. He's been chained for most of his life since he's a kid. He don't know much about anything because the the whole story, because Bob Hoskins took him away from his parents when he was a child. Well, his parents, because only he had was a mom who played the piano and shit. Yeah, I'm spoiling the whole fucking movie. So get ready for this shit, motherfucker. I'll spoil the whole goddamn movie for you. You better get out of here right now. So basically, the mom, she was a pianist, and she had a son named Danny, played by Jet Li, and he was a child at the time. And then all of a sudden, Bob Hoskins, his fucking crew, came in the room and fucking shot that bitch in the face because she disrespected him because he wanted some dick sucking. So he shot her in the face. And kid Danny got pissed and pushed the guy far away. And young Bob Hoskins like, no, don't shoot Donnie. Don't shoot Donnie. So he told him not to shoot him because he want him for his bidding and want him to go beat up some other fuckers and shit. So years went by, and now he's under Bob Hoskins. He has like a chain around his neck. Well, not a chain. He has like a collar around his neck because, you know, he's a dog and he's his pet. And he'll do what he says and this and that. And every time he takes the collar off his neck, he goes crazy. He starts beating the shit out of everybody. Like, ha! Jet Li started beating the shit out of these fucking crooks and shit. Well, I mean, Bob Hoskins is a crook too because he's a bad guy in this movie, Bob Hoskins. He's a bad guy in this movie. And he takes the collar off Jet Li's neck. He starts beating up these crooks that owes Bob Hoskins money. So that's basically what he does. Plus, he barely knows anything, Jet Li. He barely knows any English. He barely knows any ABCs and stuff. I mean, he reads the ABC book in his fucking his cage, but he barely knows anything because he's been trapped and sheltered forever in that fucking basement, that cage basement for like forever. He doesn't know jack shit about anything because Bob Hoskins is a terrible father. Well, a terrible uncle because he's Uncle Bart. That's what his character name is, Uncle Bart. Even though he looks like fucking Emeril Lagasse in a fucking white fucking suit. So, imagine this, kids. Imagine seeing Emeril Lagasse instead of a chef, but as a guy who's a crook who sends out his Asian little buddy to beat up people for money. Imagine that. Imagine him as a crook instead of a chef. Here you go. He's in the movie. Emeril Lagasse's an actor now. Instead of a chef, he's a fucking bad guy. Better watch out for him. He's gonna fucking bam your ass hard with a fucking egg roll up your butt. Haha. I know. That was fucking corny, right? I know it was. Then later on, Bob Hoskins keep doing the same shit over and over again, you know. On the fucking taking the collar off Jet Li, and Jet Li goes crazy, beat these motherfuckers up because they owe him money. And he keeps messing with even more of the higher ups. And one of the guys figured out, one of the other guys figured out that if you take the collar off, he goes crazy. He's like, oh, is that so? So they started beating up Bob Hoskins before he tried to get the collar off. And he tells boys to beat the shit out of him, the other guy, and he just walks off. And he was like, but somehow Bob Hoskins get out of it, starts beating their asses. And he takes the fucking collar off Jet Li, and he goes crazy. He starts beating up in that rich, fancy jewelry place or something like that. And right in front of this guy who holds, what do you call it, death matches at his fucking place. And also, he looks like Homer Simpson in a suit. I kid you not, he does look like Homer Simpson with the whole goatee, the fucking bald ass head. And when he saw Jet Li kicking out of ass, he was like, "Don't!" But when he said DOH, he was very surprised about it. He wasn't like saying it because something fucked up. He was actually really surprised to see Jet Li fight like that. Homer Simpson was really surprised. He was like really very interested in him. He gave him that devil look on his face, like, ooh, this guy's perfect. This guy's fucking perfect for my death matches. Well, not till later on. So later on, fucking Jet Li goes back with Bob Hoskins, and next thing you know, they're at this piano place, or at least pianos and shit. And Bob Hoskins like tell him, if you see this light fucking beeping, you see the red light coming on and shit, you get your ass over here and help us kick these guys' asses. You hear me? I'll hang it up there. You look at that. Somehow he's looking at the fucking pianos instead of the fucking the red light. It's like, Donnie, look at the red light, Donnie, look at the light. He's like, look at the light. He's looking at the piano. He didn't listen, so Bob Hoskins he went in the back with his boy to talk to these other guys because they owe him money and shit. So he told, like I said, told Jet Li to stay there and stare at the fucking light. But he didn't stare at the light. He went over to the piano to play with it. Then all of a sudden, Morgan Freeman comes out of nowhere. His blind ass comes out of nowhere. Yes, he's blind. In this movie, Morgan Freeman is fucking blind. He's a blind old man. He looks like Ray Charles. And guess what? He plays his piano like Ray Charles. So he's on the piano. He's like, no, 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 motherfucker. He's playing the piano and shit with Jet Li. Tell him, just hit this right here. Hit this fucking key right here. And hit this key over here. That's how you do it, Danny boy. Hit the key right here. That's how you do it. But the thing is, he doesn't know his name is Danny yet. He didn't tell him his name until later on in the movie. So he don't know who he is. He called him Mr. No Name because he couldn't give his name out. Because, like I said, Danny was sheltered. He was in the fucking cage forever since he was a kid. So jack shit about the world or anything. Because the only time he comes out in the world is when Bob Hoskins used him to kick somebody's ass. That's it. And he brings him back to the cage. There you go. Because he's his little dog slave. So, bark, bark. Even though, I'm not going to say it. Fuck it. I'm not going to say it. I ain't going to say it. You don't know what I'm going to say. Well, anyways, fucking Morgan Freeman was trying to show him how to fucking play the piano and shit. Hit this button, and you press on this key right here, and you press on this key right here, and yeah, that's how you do it. Now play the song Hit the Road Jack. Let's play that song. So he did all that, and he was like, hey, I hear a beeping sound in my ears. I can hear things, but I'm still blind as fuck. But I hear some beeping sounds going on. And Jet Li's like, oh shit. And Bob Hoskins and fucking the other guy are like struggling to fight these guys, but they still took him down, even though they really need Jet Li's help to fight the guys anyways. But he's still acting like a fucking butthurt baby about it, Bob Hoskins. He's like, where the fuck have you been, Donnie? I just love saying that because it's so funny the way Bob Hoskins says Danny in this movie. He's like, Donnie! Donnie! Every time it's like hilarious. Every time he says his name. So he gets pissed off with Donnie because he didn't listen because Donnie didn't look at the red light like he's supposed to. So Donnie's in trouble. But then again, Homer Simpson comes down the stairs in a suit and he wants to talk to Bob Hoskins about a death match. He wants to invite Donnie to the death match. So they invite Donnie to the death match, and he just. This new champion guy, he has this mask and shit, like he's Bane or something like for Batman. He's like, Rrr! All of a sudden, Danny goes down there, he punches him in the throat, and he just kills him. That's it. The end, just a couple of seconds, and that was over. And then Homer Simpson gives Bob Hoskins the money, and he says, next time, make it more entertaining next time, okay? That shit kind of fucking sucked. And Bob Hoskins like, okay, I'll tell Donnie to do a better fight next time. Let's go, Donnie. So they got in the fucking car and they're driving home, and fucking I think Bob Hoskins asks Donnie what he wants. And he's like, I want a piano. And Bob Hoskins like laughing about it. How do I get you a woman? I want a piano, Uncle Bart. When he say all that, he say, I want a piano. I want a piano. I want a piano. I want a piano. Because Ray Charles showed me how to use the piano, so I want a piano now. Then all of a sudden, they get in a car accident. Well, not really. Not technically a car accident. Not technically a car accident, because there's a drive-by, and all these guys show up. They want revenge, because what happened at that luxury jewelry place, or whatever the hell it was. And they all got shot up. And Danny Danny got fucking injured. He was like bleeding and shit, but he ends up going back to the piano store where Morgan Freeman's at. His blind ass can't even see anything. That Danny's all fucked up. But he did hear Danny fall to the ground, passed out, I guess. All of a sudden, Danny's in PJs in this room. And he was like, what the fuck am I doing in these PJs? What the hell is this? This ain't my bum hobo clothes. What the hell is this? Am I dead? Well, I don't think Danny knows what dead means, so fuck it. because he has a brain of a kindergartner, so I don't think he knows what dead means. So he wakes up, and turns out Morgan Freeman has this white daughter. She's like 18 when she has like braces and shit. Her braces do come off later on in the movie, though. Her braces come off, and she comes in the room with food or something like that. Danny's like high under the bed, away from Morgan Freeman and her, because he's like shy as fuck, and you know what the hell's going on? Why is he doing this fucking fancy ass house? He was in a goddamn cage where he belongs. So he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. This ain't my cage. This ain't my fucking kingdom come. Where's my fucking teddy bears and shit? What the fuck is this? So he decided later on to actually, I think days later, he decides to actually go to the table with the piano. Well, not like a real big ass piano. I'm talking like one of those toy piano things the kids play with or something like that. He goes to the table and they actually start having dinner with them. But he's trying to figure out what a spoon is, but he used a bread to slurp the soup, and they're like, "Daddy, you're supposed to use a spoon to slurp the soup, not the bread." And he decided to not even use a spoon. He uses like because of the bowl. He starts slurping out, like laughing at him and shit, like ha 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 ha. And he finally tells his name, like, "My name is Danny." Wow, your name's actually Danny, isn't it? So later on in the movie, Ray Charles decides to show Danny how it is in the real world, because he was like, "How about me, you go get some fresh air? I know you've been here all in this room all day, all week. How about you get some fucking fresh air, enjoy some sunlight, okay? Come on, let's go, Danny." So they give him some fresh air, some sunlight, and they go to the grocery store where all these nice people. Trust me, a cashier woman is not always nice. They're a bunch of fucking scummy bitches that only care about themselves and their disgusting, freakish nails. So Ray Charles decides to show Donnie what's ripe about a fruit. He was like, "Donnie, right here, this fruit, look, I'm knocking the fruit right now. It's ripe. It's actually ripe, Donnie." Oh yeah, before that, I think Ray Charles and Danny was dropping off Ray Charles' daughter at the school. And she gave Danny a kiss on the cheek, and Morgan Freeman a kiss on the cheek. And Danny's like, "Wow, I got a kiss on the cheek by a girl. You know, I don't know what that even means. What was that even is?" Well, I think he actually did knew that before, because he was reading an ABC book and it shows kissing in the book. So, yeah. So later on, fucking Danny mentions something about kissing instead of ripe fruit or something. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I forgot, like I said, he has a brain of a kindergartner, so he doesn't know anything about the world or anything, because he's been trapped in the cage forever. So, I feel bad for him. So, anyways, yeah, he's showing how what's right about a fruit. You gotta tap on it and shit. You gotta take a little taparoo to see if the fruit's ripe enough. And he's like, "Oh, this is ripe! This is ripe, Ray Charles! Ha ha ha! I know you wouldn't know that, boy! Daddy boy, I know you know that shit!" So he knows what's right and what's not right about fruit. The next thing you know, he's getting ice cream with the girl, Morgan Freeman's daughter. He's getting ice cream with her, and she was like, "Don't tell Ray Charles I have ice cream with you." And then fucking he rats on her anyways. So what was the point of that? He's still told on her and shit. Ice cream, it's sweet. That's how he ratted at her. He says, "Ice cream, it's sweet." So later on, you know, he started knowing more and more things about life, how to understand it, this and that. The next thing you know, it's back at the grocery store with this nice cashier lady again. And they're walking around the store. All of a sudden, there's a beat down. All of a sudden, everyone's getting their ass beat. There's like these two guys jumping this other guy or something like that, throw him into the glass, what do you call it? The glass refrigerator or something like that. Glass refrigerator. What am I talking about? In the refrigerator. He got his ass thrown in the refrigerator, and they jumped his ass, and Danny didn't give a rat's ass about it because he was having fun tapping it on the fruit to see if it was ripe. And Morgan Freeman was like, "Daddy, get out of there! Daddy, why are you still standing there? Daddy!" And he was like, "It's ripe! The fruit is ripe!" Behind him, there's someone getting their ass kicked. He doesn't realize it. Because he's been through his whole life beating the shit out of everybody, so he's used to that type of shit, you know? He used that type of fucking bullshit. And Morgan doesn't even understand that because he doesn't know him like that. So it's understandable. Because Morgan Freeman, like, later on asked him, like, Danny, why didn't you panic? Why did you run and scream like a little girl, like a little pansy? Because I'm not a little fucking bitch. That's why, Ray Charles. And how do you fucking know what's going on? I thought you were blind. I thought you were a blind old man, damn it. I don't know how you fucking knew. How the fuck did he knew that there's violence going on? I guess he heard a bunch of people making a lot of noises, like, rah, 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 beat the shit out, motherfucker, rah. I guess he heard all that, I guess. Alright, let's go further in this movie. Let's cut the bullshit. Let's get further in this movie. So, one day, fucking Morgan Freeman, I think Jet Li wants some money or something like that. His character wanted money. I forgot what happened. And Morgan Freeman was like, you can do anything you want with this money. Oh, really? I'm surprised he didn't do anything stupid, Jet Li's character, with that money. I'm surprised he didn't do anything, like, really, really fucking dumb. Because, like I said, his brain is like... I mean, his brain probably upgraded more now. Later on in this movie, his brain probably upgraded to, like, a 5th grader or something like that now. So he ends up buying these fucking goofy, silly hats at one of the stores or something like that. And all of a sudden, he walks out of the store. He meets one of Bob Hoskins' goons. But somehow, they're actually still alive. So, hey, buddy, how you doing, Daddy? Your uncle really misses you. If you don't come back, we're going to kill your family. So it turns out he had to go back, and Bob Hoskins all fucked up. He got like a brace around his neck. He's like, Daddy, my boy, I'm actually alive. Daddy, do more death matches for me, or I'll kill your family. So he goes to the death match, and he's like, I don't want to fight anymore. And got this whole fight match down in the hole where Homer Simpson's place is at again. And Homer Simpson's watching, and is like, this guy's not doing anything. Why the fuck he's not fighting, damn it? He told Bob Hoskins. Daddy, take this axe and kill this guy with it. The other guy takes it and tries to slash him with it. And Danny still don't want to fight with this guy. He still beat the shit out of everybody, though. Then all these other people started coming down in the fucking hole trying to beat his ass also. And they can't do shit either because he like dodging all their attacks and beating the shit out of them. Knock all their asses out. Bob Hoskins gets mad and he kills one of the guys. And fucking Danny gets pissed. He's like, no more killing! Fucking Bob Hoskins gets mad at him, and I think he hits him or something like that later on in the movie. He's like, what the fuck is the matter with you? I didn't raise you act like this. Daddy! Then later on, they're like driving in the car. Danny decides to get them in an accident again and get the car flipped over, and they all knock the fuck out again. Danny gets out of there and goes back home to his real family, Ray Charles and the white girl. Goes back home to them. And they all missed him and shit, you know. And I forgot what happens next. What happens fucking next? I think the goons gets pissed off about some shit, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot another part. There's another scene in this movie where Jet Li was in his bed with a fucking the collar around his neck. He was like in bed, and the white girl came to his room. He was like, all right, I think it's time to take that collar off your neck. And he was like afraid because he was afraid if she takes that off, he's gonna beat the shit out of her. Which I thought that was gonna happen too. I was like, he's gonna beat the living shit out of her and the blind old man. I was like, no, he didn't do it. He didn't do absolutely nothing. He didn't do jack shit. He was like, oh, I'm not gonna beat the shit out of this girl or Morgan Freeman in there. Wow, I actually can walk around without the collar around my neck. So it turns out he actually could walk around the collar around his neck anymore. Wow. But anyways, let's go back where we're at. I think I forget what happens. Fucking Bob Hoskins was pissed off again. He decided to send his goons to the house. Oh yeah, wait. Before that, he oh yeah, the reason why he got him in an accident because he found out what happened to his mother and this and that. Fucking Bob Hoskins lied to him about his mother and this and that, and that's why he got him in an accident. And then Morgan Freeman decides to show where his mother used to have the piano academy at, this and that, and find out pictures of her and what music she used to play. And a white girl plays the music that his mom used to play when he was a baby boy, you know, before Bob Hoskins came in there and kidnapped him and killed his mom and shit like that, you know, because he wanted her to give him a blowjob or something. And all that came back to his mind from a long time ago and stuff like that. So now, all of a sudden, fucking Bob Hoskins is looking for his ass because he wanted him to be his dog again, his pet dog. So he goes to the house and he tells fucking Morgan Freeman and the girl to hide in the closet, just like his mom told him to hide in the closet when he was a boy. So that's basically ironic. So he gets in a fight with all these dudes in the house, and this is definitely my favorite part in the movie. The final fight is the favorite part, especially with the part where he fights the guy in his PJs. Yeah, this guy is fucking his white fucking PJs on. He's like fighting this dude. I mean, is it past this guy's fucking bedtime or something? Jet Li kind of struggles fighting this guy, his PJs. He kind of struggles, but he ended up beating his ass, defeating him and shit. He tried to save him from dying because he falls out the window and he falls on Bob Hoskins' car, and fucking Bob Hoskins gets pissed off. He's like, Donnie, you gotta pay for that car. He goes in the house pointing the gun at Donnie while Morgan Freeman and the white girl look through the closet, see what's going on. He was like, you know what, Donnie, I should kill you right now, but you're my pet dog. Put on your collar on right now. You're coming home with me. And Jet Li's like, this is my home, you old bastard. He's like beating the shit out of it and everything. He's gonna get Emerald Lagasse for your shitty home cooked food. Started beating his ass. Beating Emerald Lagasse's ass. And fucking he was about to kill him, but Morgan Freeman and the white girl go out there to stop him. Like, Danny, don't do that, Danny. Don't do that. You never go to jail, Danny. And fucking Emerald Lagasse's talking like shit to fucking Danny. He was like, your mother was a whore. I used to fuck her every goddamn night. He's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. And he was like, Danny, please don't listen to him. Don't do it. And he's fucking Emerald Lagasse's still talking shit. He's still talking shit about his mom and stuff like that. He's like, just kill me already. And fucking Morgan Freeman knocked his ass out with a flower pot. He's like, shut the hell up already. That part was like making me laugh so hard. When he knocked him out with a flower pot, he's like, shut the hell up. I laughed my ass off. Like, it's funny when you hear Morgan Freeman swear. It's just hilarious. When you hear him swear, it's just really funny. Also, after he said shit too, it was like I was like laughing my ass off. He's like, "Shut the hell up! Enough of this shit." And after that, I think they had this piano thing going on, the orchestra or something like that. His the girl was playing the piano for Danny that his mom used to play for him because Morgan Freeman and Jet Li are at this like opera or something like that, orchestra. What the hell do you call it? It's a piano festival. What do you want to call it? I think it was orchestra. I think it was. But that's the end of the movie. But I definitely gave this movie 6 out of 10 for sure. I think it's decent. I think it's a decent movie. I like Bob Hoskins in here. I like Jet Li. I like Morgan Freeman here. You know, they did a really good job playing this movie. But I'm not really crazy about it as a Jet Li movie like that, you know, like everyone else is. Because this movie did get like a 7 out of 10 IMDb, you know, that's cool and all, but I'm not crazy about it. Like with Cradle to the Grave or Fist of Legend. Fist of Legend is my favorite Jet Li movie, just to let you guys know. That's my favorite Jet Li movie. But it's decent. It's alright. I don't mind it. I thought it was funny at times too, you know. Especially in the part where Bob Hoskins shouts his name, Donnie! Every fucking time in the movie. Or especially the part where Morgan Freeman plays a blind man, even though he doesn't even play a blind man, because he doesn't even act like a blind man in this movie. He keeps looking directly at the fucking person. I'm like, how the fuck does he know Danny's right there? Maybe he has some kind of different type of eyesight, huh? Maybe he's not blind at all. I don't know. It's fucking funky, this movie. People see a blind man, doesn't even act like a goddamn blind man. Unless I'm missing something. I don't know. And fucking Bob Hoskins, he look like Uncle Bart. He look like Uncle Emerald Lagasse. I swear to God, Bob Hoskins could play Emerald Lagasse if he was still alive. He could make a biopic movie of Emerald Lagasse. He looks just like fucking like him.